dance a little bit. If you want to.
I love kimchi.
Woo!
I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Angela the Comic Live. I'm your host, Angela Kimmel. You guys, I am going to introduce our guest. Okay, but we are going to talk about what we're watching. We have on the show, and then I'm gonna reintroduce her again. We have with us Britt Ammons. Hi, Britt.
Hi.
Oh, hold on. I'm Angela Kimmel. This guy in the back.
I guess I get no introduction.
Yeah. Who are you?
What a damn shame. I am Mike Lowe, Mike Lowe Productions. Go follow my shit.
Follow me first. Look, here's
It's more interesting. So.
No, you don't be disappointed. Hey, we're rusty. Is that what it is?
Sure, you've been busy. You've been
You're
trying.
right.
I'm a little busy.
Got to ease back into it. You know.
I've been a little busy. Hey, Britt, are you watching anything?
No. Look, I never get to watch TV. I'm so busy, it's obnoxious, and so I never feel
So
cool.
busy.
I'm literally running around.
Don't do that. What's you want me to beat him up,
You
Britt?
gotta make time.
I have an answer though.
Uh-huh.
I if I have free time, I'm writing or reading or something productive. But my husband watches TV
Ah,
like in bed
yeah.
before we go to sleep, so I just piggyback off whatever he's watching. Right?
What are you picking up back off? I do the same
Recently,
thing.
He's been watching that Love, Sex, Robots.
Oh,
Come out.
what's it about?
Oh my God, it's so good. It's like a series of short stories, and it's a different animation style, different producers, different artists. It's really cool. And they're all very kind of sci-fi, futuristic, utopian society kind of shorts. But they're very interesting. Almost every single episode, it ends and you're like,
What is it on?
what just happened? I think it's on Netflix. It's either Netflix or Hulu, but I'm almost
So there's no robots having sex.
I will not
They would
confirm or
never.
deny.
Oh no.
There's robots.
That's the title.
There's robots and there's sex. So, you know.
robot sex.
Mike, what are you watching?
I think you need a lot of oil for that.
Oh Lord, a lot of.
Some of us need more than others.
They will never climax, honey.
Mechanical.
They'll just
stuff.
break down. What are you watching, honey?
Booting.
Like,
What am I watching? 90 Day Fiance.
eh?
I'm on
Naturally.
it. What else am I watching? I think that's the main thing. Yeah, that's really it.
Okay.
Young Rock. Watched a little Young Rock.
Love Young Rock, right? What is it? Rock Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
The Rock Johnson. Don't fuck that up, okay?
Don't.
Thank you.
Hey, relax.
Don't.
I'm sorry, but
No
hold on. Hey.
Don't mess.
I don't want to do this in front of company.
That's fine. That's fine.
What am I watching? Thank you for asking.
Oh, what are you watching?
I've watched Fire Island on Hulu 4 times already.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. I freaking love it. It's like a rom-com, and it's so...
Oh, is that the one with Channing?
No.
Never mind.
It is starring Margaret Cho, Bowen Yang, Joel Kim Booster is the executive producer and one of the writers as well. It's freaking great. It's so young love, gay, and it's just great. Watch it. Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
That's one of those
Yeah.
ones that I put on my to watch list and
Yeah.
just
It's-
stare at it willingly for
I
months.
liked it a lot. And I kind of felt like the love interest. I'm like, is he at least bi? What's up? He's so cute. Like, I was like, yo, what's up?
Love is a spectrum. Love is a spectrum. Nobody's
All right.
completely one or the other.
Mike's like, yo,
Hilarious.
I'm right here. Mike's like, I'm right.
I'm watching shows too. Oh yeah.
Are you jealous?
I'm watching Barry.
Barry, is it good?
Barry is awesome.
What's it about?
It's about
What's it on, by the way?
HBO Max.
Okay.
It's about a guy that gets paid to off someone, unalive him.
Unalive.
And he wants to be an actor, so he has to kind of balance that life.
Is it very good?
Oh,
Oh.
thanks for being on the show. Shut it down. Shut it down.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
puns. It's puns for me. They do it.
They like it. They like it. They
All right.
like it.
I did watch something today, you
It is
guys.
very
That was
good, by the
pretty
way.
good. I was like getting pumped up watching it. It's called Hustle. It's on Netflix, starring Queen Latifah, Adam Sandler, and he's like a NBA scout. That's all I can say about it. I don't want to ruin it for you.
I want to see that.
But it's on Netflix. It's called Hustle. So good.
Yeah,
I was watching it. I was like, I want to go for a run right now. I want to fucking run.
Did you go for a run?
No, not at all. Took a nap.
She wanted to, and that's all that matters.
Took a nap. In my mind.
Is that what matters, Britt?
Intent is important. All the lawyers I know.
Sure.
And all mine are
intent matters.
malicious. No, I was kidding. All right. So other than that, I mean, I've been gone, you guys, and I'm going to be gone again. We're looking to maybe move this show to a different day because I'm getting booked for shows on Thursdays. And, you know, I try to be really strict on time. But I've been in New York. I was part of the very big, very Asian comedy festival. It was so much fun.
So fun.
The crowd was fire. Shout out to Christine Kim, who organized all of it, and all of us, you know, she had helpers, volunteers, and it was fire. She sold out 600 seats before it even began.
Man,
she had sponsors. It was so much fun. The energy there, like everybody was laughing. All the comics were on their freaking A game. It was really fun. What were you going to say? I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. I'm always going to say something. Feel free to. No, I was going to say I was following along with you, you know, excitedly, like your mom in the stands, like, you know.
Mama
Look at it go.
Yeah,
That's her.
Remember your hands.
I made that. I made it.
Smile with your eyes.
That's so funny. But you guys, this month I'm going to be in California. I'm headlining my first show in California at the Comedy Boulevard Comedy Club.
Nice.
2 nights only. 2 nights only. Get your tickets. The link is in the bio. It's going to be the 17th and the 18th. 17th and 18th June. It's going to be the Funny Good Times comedy show in West Hollywood. I see your ass there. I see your ass there. All right, among other shows, but those are the ones I'm going to be headlining. So if you want to listen to stuff from, you know, my future taping, my future special, you want to get your ass out and watch it. Cool. All right. I am done with that.
Are you done plugging yourself?
I am done plugging myself.
She
Look,
has to, so we can
my
say we
name
knew
is
her.
on this shit. My name. No, what? What's going on with these sound effects? Hold on a second.
It said,
No,
ooh.
you guys.
Ooh, look at her plug.
You know what else we should plug?
Quick thing. I
Okay.
also will be in Los Angeles. So if anybody wants to,
Yeah, he's gonna be the creeper with the camera in the back.
anybody
No, I was
wants to
kidding.
get a shot, a photo, something like that, I'm charging $100 a picture.
Seems legit.
You too, Angela.
Oh, that's so fun. Hey, we got very big, very Asian comedy right here in the room. Organizer is Christine Kim. I shouted you out before, right? Tell her I did.
She did.
She's
Yeah,
she's
about
gonna
20 minutes of shouting.
Yeah, 20 minutes. Like she's the best. She's so freaking awesome.
I mean, I have seen no evidence to the contrary. So
Yeah, freaking so great.
Yes.
So great. You know who else is great, Mike?
Who's that?
Our guest.
Ooh.
Ah, you see what I did there? Very slick. Angela is the best, is what she wrote. All right, I'm gonna Venmo you the money, Christine. All right, you guys. The guest we have on tonight, she's very sweet, very funny. She is a stand-up comic. Once again, everybody get your hands together for Britt Ammons.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
Ooh, I try to cut it. He's been a rebel lately.
I see.
Britt, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. When you invited me on, I was like, for real?
Oh, no, I'm like, she accepted.
She said
Brittany's
yes.
a very popular
said yes.
name. It could have been anybody.
Aw, no, you guys, we met at, I believe a mic before, like an open mic.
Oh, yeah.
But then we did a show together, and I was like, she's funny.
I don't know if you remember because Mike was funny because he was like, we haven't met. And I'm like, not officially. You know, we saw each other across the room, you know, romantic style. Because we did an open mic. And I remember I had just started and I was terrible. But I had some, I mean, like, you know, I was still working some things out. But I had a joke. And I remember you laughed so loud when I did it.
Because you were funny.
You were like, that's good. And, you know, you were laughing. And I remember my husband and I, we got in the car on the way home.
Like, who's that loud
And I was
bitch?
like, I like that lady. She made me feel real good about myself. Because you were like, that's good, you know. So I remembered you. And then when we got to more in the scene, and I saw you around, and then we got to do a show together. I was like, I just couldn't wait to be like, you gave me hope when there was none.
Oh my God.
That's
Hold on a
adorable.
second. Mike, you see this? You see it? This is the type of person I am out here in these streets. I want your respect.
I think the other part is that Angela's very loud.
Okay, we
So
don't have to
it
ruin
could've
it.
I did mention that part.
It could have been a chuckle, and the lady's loud. She's very loud. Can I get a cup of water? Why are you whispering?
Volume and enthusiasm,
Why
you
are
know?
whispering?
No, either I'm like analyzing the person who's up there, like, oh, they got this type of style, energy, or
Right.
comedy, or I'm like really enjoying it, or I'm like doing both.
Right.
And
yeah.
I wouldn't have said or laughed or anything if you weren't funny, and you are funny.
Well,
I know
knowing you
you're
now, I'm even more flattered because I'm like, oh, she thought it was funny.
fantastic. So, all of our guests, the first question that we ask, are you ready for your questions?
I'm ready. I thought I was ready, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Now, are you ready for
Now.
this interview? 10 minutes in.
Now.
All right. All right. Where are you from?
Where am I from? I was born in Maryland. But
Ooh.
my husband's like, you're a Yankee. I was born in Maryland. My dad was literally on a business trip, and my parents were there for like 3 months. And I was born. A month. I lived there, and then we moved back. So I was born in Maryland.
That's so funny.
I guess. I got like dual citizenship. Across from Mason-Dixon.
Statewide. Have dual citizenship. What country? Maryland.
Maryland. Pretty close. I did live in Miami for a couple of years, but I was a kid. I was like 4 to 8. And so I didn't get to do any of the cool Miami stuff, But one fun story I do love to tell is that I lived in Miami when Selena died.
Oh.
I'm like 7 years old. I'm a 7-year-old white girl, right? And grown people are in the street weeping.
Yeah,
Just Selena's.
crying, yeah.
And I have no idea what's going on, and it was very impactful.
I was
Not
in
my
New York.
Salinas.
Miss Selena's. But so that was fun. But no,
They
I'm
all had the t-shirts
T-shirts, Rosa. It was a big deal. And I didn't know what was happening.
Still a big deal.
I was still a big deal.
That's that chick that killed her.
Every time it comes up, I'm like, too soon. But no, I guess I'm from Decula, Georgia.
The cute, or that's where you claim? Is it because? See, I have this theory. Is that where you went to junior high school?
My husband and I were discussing this literally in the car. I said, "Are you from the city, like the zip code on your address, or are you from the high school you went to?"
Right.
So I lived in Buford, but I lived in Buford when there was, no mall. It was a rock quarry. 20 was a little 1-lane highway that went up over a hill. Nothing was there. And so I went to Decula High School because that was a school for all the surrounding areas. And so I say I'm from Decula because that's where I went to high school. That was a city that was like the most populated near me. And no one could ever say it right. They always called it Dacula.
Oh, so I should stop saying Dacula?
No, everybody does, and whether it's satirical or not, they either don't know how to pronounce it or they think it's
It's
funny.
Dacula.
It's Tequila.
You're from Dacula.
And I look like a vampire anyway, so it made sense to people. So,
Dacula.
When we did our show in Alabama,
yeah,
right? It was
in Mobile.
Mobile, right? And I swear, after each show, I try to thank everybody for coming out. Of
course.
And I was like, thank you so much, you guys. And the lady was like, thank you so much for pronouncing it correctly. It's Mobile, not mobile, even though it's spelled mobile. So it's this
stressful.
close.
Angela was calling it mobile.
I like mobile telephone. You know what I'm saying?
Just like mobile.
Tell me I'm wrong. It's not mobile. It's not
You're not right.
Mobeal. Like, what are we doing here?
I only know my husband's family's from Alabama, so
Oh,
if
I
I
take it back.
mispronounced no.
Yeah, you got problems.
I married into. If I mispronounced Mobile, I'd be in trouble. My mother-in-law.
I heard you on that interview.
Hey.
It ain't funny. That chick with the black shirt wasn't funny.
Well, you both have black shirts.
But
Yeah.
Tequila.
Are you the chick though? Yeah, tequila.
It's tequila.
Shout out to the Falcons. Woo! Actually,
Falcons is Atlanta, isn't it?
No, well, Tequila Falcons was the team,
Yeah.
was our mascot. Do you ever listen to the Burt Show?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I like his two bears. Shout too.
do what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking the Burt Kreischer.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
no, I mean like the Atlanta radio station, the Burt Show, the Atlanta
radio show.
No.
Davi Crimmins who was on there. I think she actually went to my school the same time as me for like a year or two. She's like originally from West Virginia, but she went there like the same time as me, and she's a stand-up comedian, but like more successful than me. But so since comedy high school, what's up?
Banging out these stars.
Just pushing them out.
Yeah, pushing them out.
Get out there.
How did you get started in comedy, stand-up comedy?
Well, I've always been interested in comedy because I love it. I love comedy. I watch stand-up religiously. I go to drag my husband to shows. But a friend of mine,
By the neck, just frag
come on,
We're gonna go laugh and
you're
shit.
gonna have fun. Damn it. A friend of mine. Shout out Connor Susie. He started doing it. And we went to one of his shows at the Skull, and it was one of those things where you watch him and you're like, I could do that. And he was like, you should do it. You should do it. He's a very supportive friend, and so I took Plug Chapman's comedy class.
Plug is great. I saw him yesterday.
Yes, Plug
and I
is
was
fantastic.
that weirdo that was like, it was my first time seeing him, and I was like, hi. He's like,
Fangirl.
hi. He's like, who's this crazy chick?
100%. Yeah, that was maybe 6 weeks of class, just like every Saturday. Hi, Plug. Hi, hey, Britt. Too much enthusiasm. No, but I was like, I took the class. I'm real neurotic. I'm real intense. So like, if I'm gonna do something, I always try to like do.
You're passionate.
I'm passionate. Yeah, that's the word. Crippling anxiety. I need to know all the exits. So.
There's one to your right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's two on this.
I mean, anything's an exit if you run it hard enough.
Facts.
I digress.
That looks like an exit. Let me run. Go into it.
There's now.
I'm sorry. I took the class with Plug, just so I felt like I had some kind of like base, So
Learn technique.
Sure. So if I knew if I was like, oh, I'm bad at this, then I could just not embarrass myself. But I took the class and it was great. I really appreciated taking it. It was great for networking. It was great to practice and get my stage presence up. And then I just was like, yeah, I want to do this. This is fun. So I started doing it.
Fantastic.
Nice.
And
Shout out to Plug.
Shout out to Plug.
Plug Chapman.
Is that his government? Like,
No.
his mother was like, yeah, we're going to call this one Plug.
You got the plug?
I feel like he's in touch. Mr. Plug. Take this plug out of me. Okay. I'm sorry, that's my last one.
Okay.
This
My
guy.
puns are better, but it's okay.
Who? Oh,
Giving it a shot.
give it a shot. Give me a plug pun.
Oh. Plug hooked me up with comedy.
All right, cool. So next question is,
That wasn't good. Moving on.
all right. So
Next time.
who or what inspired you to stay in comedy? 'Cause it's cool that you got into it, but it's like what keeps you in it?
No, that's a great question. That's a great question because I think a lot of people don't realize that like as hard as it is to work up like the courage and the nerve to try comedy, it's so much harder to like have the motivation to stay in it.
Yeah, because you're like I unless you're masochist, you're like I like this torture
Yeah.
of going up there.
I would tell people like comedy's an abusive relationship, like you're codependent, But that's also kind of the answer to your question is that like, you'll have all that, like the cattiness and the competition and the late nights and the self, like I have really bad imposter syndrome. So I'm always like, I shouldn't be.
Oh, why? You're amazing.
I don't know, because I was raised by like really, really traditional Southern women
You'll
that
get
are
that.
taught to be
They'll humble you
demure.
all the time.
I went to finishing school. I know what all the forks do. So, but I always say like one good night though, you can be having a string of just exhausted late nights or drama or whatever, and then you have one good show and it just like fills you right back up to like, this is why I do it. You know what I mean? But, if I had to pick like people, I guess like my kids, because, my kids are a little older, like they're teenagers. And so they think it's like so cool.
Jesus, you look like a teenager.
God bless you.
Your
Yeah.
jeans are ripped, but I'm saying like your jeans
Don't tell my grandma.
right?
Yeah, I look young. I know. I started young, but I'm 33. But my oldest is going to be 15, and then we have a 13-year-old and then an 11-year-old, all girls. My husband has more gray than I do, believe it or not. But they're always,
honey, watch out for the bus.
but they're excited. Like they think I'm cool. They want like they help me write jokes, and they're always like, "Good luck at your show," and blah blah. So like that's all parents want when their kids are teenagers is for them to still think we're cool. So if that's really the only motivation I have to continue comedy, I got
And
it.
they think you're hilarious. You're like, go to your room. I'm freaking pissing. Like, Mom, you're so funny.
Good one, Mom.
Good
Yeah. Or
one. I'm leaving.
My oldest would text me. She'd be at school and be like, "Mom, I got an idea for a joke," and it's always terrible, but it's so cute. So I gotta
You're
give
like,
her props.
and you don't want to like hurt their feelings. You're like, that's a good premise.
I don't want to squash her dreams, but you know. So
Keep
Just
writing,
promise
baby,
me
keep
you won't
writing.
get into it.
Right?
That's great, honey. Don't do comedy.
you want better for your kids than comedy.
I don't think you'll make it. No, I was kidding. All right. When was the first time you got up on stage, and how was it? Because I have this theory that either you do really well or like really bad. It's never like in between.
You're probably pretty spot on. I mean, I want to be like, if you want to be technical, my very first time on stage, I did like open mic at like McCracken's.
Oh.
But I was in the class and Plug was like, you have to go just do any mic. I don't care how bad it is, what it is, just go do, because I had never done anything. And some of the other people had done, and I hadn't done any of it. So I did that just to kind of like shake off the cobwebs and just do it. I don't think it went badly. It went like meh. Like I did okay.
Really?
Yeah. I did okay, and I was like, well, that could have been worse. So I was inspired to do better because I'm crazy. But when we did the graduation, like for the class, I would count like that's my first time on stage, and that went super great. So I mean, all my friends and family were just lying to me, but it went great.
So they were like,
You
"Here's
did wonderful.
I've been chasing that dragon ever since, you know.
brought you flowers."
Hooked with one hit.
Fantastic. And what is your style of comedy? Is it observational, political, raunchy? Do you do act outs?
I'm working on that. I think it's a little bit of everything just because, like, I'm all over the place. And I'm definitely trying to, like, I, like, watch you all the time. And I'm, like, because I want to get better with that. Like, I'm a very animated person. So I feel like act outs should be my thing. But I'm not good at them yet. If I had to, like, pigeonhole it, I guess, like, observational, situational, you know, because I just have like I have so much life experience and such a tiny human, and awkward, crazy things are always happening to me. So I think I'm always just recounting that, and people relate to it, and they're just like like that Spider-Man meme. We're just like, so that's I guess that's what I do. I guess.
Yeah, observational. Fantastic. And what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you or during a comedy performance?
Oh man, I think that's hard. It's because like crazy subjective, right? Because there's crazy good and crazy bad.
Outrageous? Should I change that word to outrageous? Because we're very like, hey, mental health, you know? What's the most outrageous thing that's ever happened during a show? Yeah, I think that's good. Hold on, let me make a note. Outrageous.
Outrageous, yeah. Because
Before I get canceled. Cancel me.
No,
Do it. I'm
Upset.
from New York. I don't give a fuck. No, I was kidding.
she'll
You're
come.
like,
She'll
whoa.
come at you, bro. I guess.
She'll come at you, bro. I know.
I haven't. Luckily, I haven't had a lot of like crazy experiences yet. I say yet because you know it will. I guess probably the most outrageous thing.
I hope.
I was doing a show and there was a dude in the front row, and he definitely thought he was being encouraging. You know, he's one of those like he was heckling. He was, you know, messing up punchlines and messing with their timing.
Oh,
but he thought he
Lord.
was being good because he was saying positive things like, "Oh shit," and like
sometimes they don't know.
Right. But he was also actively doing a drug deal on his phone.
Stop.
Swear to God. So this guy is. We were at El Dorado, open mic, super late. This dude wanders in off the street, looked homeless, sits in the very front row with his phone on speakerphone, and he's interrupting the comics, like, yeah, man, like throwing in his commentary, and all the comics are just kind of like, you know, at the same time that he's like, yeah, man, I'm here. Yeah, you want like what? Doing a drug deal
Oh my gosh.
at the same time. And all the like more experienced comics before me were all trying to like kind of just like ignore it, push through it, thinking like he'll get bored and stop, and he didn't. And so right before I'm supposed to go up, finally the host just addressed it, you know, and was just like, hey man, if you want to talk, you know, you can sign up and you're welcome to do a set, but if not, like, can you chill because you're distracting the comedians? And he flipped out.
Yeah.
Flipped out, was like, oh, little old me, you know, if I'm distracting you guys, you must not be very good comedians, and like just got really combative, really aggressive, cussing and screaming, stands up, you know, goes outside, and we're all like, whoo, okay. And then all of a sudden we see him out the window. He went to his car and he got like a 90s Baywatch style shoulder boombox.
Of course he did.
No joke. I don't even know where he got this from. On his shoulder, and he's outside the window like waving, playing music to like yelling. the whole rest of the show.
Oh my god!
And then he stayed there the whole show. And then when the show was over, he tried to sell drugs to everybody that was leaving. So
and they bought. Let's be for
Maybe.
real. But how do you even?
Well, I had a
He's
quick
on
question.
his
on stage, I
phone.
was like, I don't know how to follow that. What do I do?
Oh my god!
What song was he playing?
Yeah, what song was it?
Was it
Hip hop?
It was probably somebody's SoundCloud
It's
demo.
probably yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I was gonna say it was probably his song.
Probably. Follow me. I got merch.
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah.
not making it any better.
That happened, and then I offered to show my boobs at a show one time, sarcastically.
And they were like, "This show just got
No.
interesting. I like this one."
It really hurt my ego really badly, actually.
Why they didn't want to see it?
Well, because I was doing a show where they were also having a poker game, and I don't know why. Maybe you can explain this to me. Why do bookers and venues do that? Like, they try to throw a comedy show at the same time as they're having poker. No one that plays poker at a bar wants to hear a comedy. They are serious about their poker
they're
game.
playing with their rent. If they're playing at a bar.
They're playing to make money, and they don't want you to be there. And so, literally, like, we're all trying to do comedy over like a very boisterous poker game in the background, and they're yelling and screaming. I just hear, "Shut the fuck up!" You know, carry over the table.
Wow.
And I'm just like, what do I know? What's my defense mechanism? Oh, I'm like, if I show you my boobs, will you shut up? Sarcastically.
And they're like, "We're gonna have to put this game on pause." Hold on.
No. There was a pause, and he just goes, "No," and goes back to playing poker. And
Thought
like,
about it
that's how serious they take that. They take it more serious
because
than
he did the
titties.
calculation. He's like, "If I win this hand, I could see much more boobs."
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Oh my god!
It's like that's only those are crazy,
Wow.
outrageous.
Those are
Yes,
outrageous.
Yeah, for a short amount of time,
Holy
I've seen some.
He's like on his phone. That's a good one. Hey, so the 8 ball is gonna be $120
exactly what it was like
on speakerphone too. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Comedians you looked up to or look up to now?
Oh yeah, see, it would be a long episode. I talk a lot. This one's so
No,
hard.
you're good. We have to cut you off in an hour. Don't
Okay,
worry
good.
about it.
Cool.
It's not going to be long. Technically, it's not going to be long because it'll get cut off. No.
Yeah, we automatically cut
Yeah, we
ourselves out.
automatically just mid-sentence just shut it all down.
This one was really hard because I have so many for like little reasons, so I'll try to keep it short. A lot of female comedians, like a lot.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
not
Who?
just because I'm a female comedian, right? It's because I feel like females have like to work harder to be more successful.
Yo, females are killing it. In the
Right now,
comedy
they
right
are.
now.
And so I feel like when a woman gets to the same kind of success level as a man, it's usually because she like deserved it. So
the
she's good.
material is different. It's so funny
So
right now.
I love Nicole Byer and like Ursula Carlson.
Yeah.
I hope I said that correctly. But because I feel like their comedy is contagious is what I would call it. Like their personality and their attitude when they're on stage, like you feel their happiness and like their
Yo, when
genuineness.
Nicole giggles, oh my god, I start cracking up.
How can you be in a bad mood after that?
Contagious,
You know?
yeah.
And so I love that. And then I like that Ali Wong because she has a level of like don't give a fuck that I aspire to.
Yes.
Like I want to be able to just say whatever I want and not care. So there's that. Taylor Tomlinson, even though that seems like an obvious choice, but it's because I feel like she's such a prolific writer. Like she just writes and writes, and it's usually like pretty high quality. It's a
she's
lot of
great.
stuff. So I like that. Liza Schlechinger, she's hilarious. Obviously, but the reason why I admire her so much at this point is because you've seen her progression from like single dating woman in through to where now she's a mother, and she's kept it relevant. And so I think that's cool because I think comics sometimes we get niched, you know, into like who you are, what you're talking about, and it's cool that she said like your life can change and your comedy can change with it, and it's still good.
Yeah,
you
she's
know?
coming out with another special soon.
That's what I'm saying. Also prolific, just you know.
And it'll be really interesting to see like all
Where
the
she goes
baby
now.
material.
Oh
So,
yeah. Well, I went and saw her at the Fox this past time, and she was great. But just for fair measure, one boy, Daniel Sloss. Do you know who that is?
I've heard of him.
Every time I bring it up, people are like, I don't know who that is. He's a Scottish comedian. He's got a couple like Netflix specials, but he's not as well known. I love him because he does like dark humor.
Nah, dark humor is good when it's done right.
And I think personally he does it right. He's very intelligent, and he's really good at like kind of making you a little uncomfortable, and exploring like some like dark sides of humanity, but then being like, you know, like, but it is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I admire that, so I like that.
Who did you look up to when you were younger? Like comics you
Comic
watched?
wise,
Yeah.
that's gonna sound so nerdy. Okay,
No.
my uncle has cleaned Jeff Foxworthy's fish tank for like 25 years. They're like friends. Like they hang out.
Nice.
Nice.
He's his fish man, you know.
I got a fish guy. I'm so rich.
So rich.
I got a fish
He
guy.
has a fish guy, and it's my uncle. And so there was always like Fox released like tapes and stuff in the cars and all that and everything. And because he was clean, I was allowed to listen to it. So I did admire his, and I was from Tequila, so I got that blue collar country comedy.
Fox Jeff was hilarious.
And he was just so nice. He's so nice. Like he'll literally just take time and just talk to you like
He seems
for
like
nobody. So I looked up to him, I guess. I looked at that.
Fantastic.
boys.
You mentioned your
Good
uncle.
old Jeff.
Yeah, good old Jeff.
Good guy.
You mentioned your uncle. Is your family supportive of your comedy career?
They're support. I would say they're not supportive. They're indifferent. My family.
They're like, let's see if it's a phase.
They're used to my schemes. They're
You're
used,
famous yet?
right? Can
I quit my job?
Then they would care. No, they're used to my schemes. I'm always up to something. I'm always into way too much at once. So I think they're
You're an
kinda like,
entrepreneur.
you're doing comedy now, cool, but they're supportive. I would say my friends have been the real MVPs. I was like blown away by how supportive my friends have been.
Yeah.
They come to all my shows, even though they heard my jokes, they share all my stuff all the time. So I've been like really like, oh, you guys, that's been nice. And of course, I shout out to my husband. Of course, he's very supportive. People are
Yeah,
always
the
like,
husbands are doing the work.
I mean, they're all right.
you're doing the Lord's work out here, Mike.
We're out here.
Someone's gotta love us.
We were just talking about how they were like basketball wives. Where they're just
Yes.
waiting for that
We're
draft.
actually gonna start
You're like, please God, let her be famous and let this be worth it.
Let this shit happen already. I'm sick of her shit.
Yeah, I mean, and I make him miserable most of the time. All I talk about is comedy, and then I drag him out to all my shows, and he's in the back just like,
You did great. Can we
You're
eat
doing
now?
great. Yeah, can we go now?
Can we go eat?
But all the comics, I feel like they like him more than me, Like if I go to a show and he's not with me, they're like, where's Reed?
Reed is a cool dude.
He's a cool dude. And look, I'll be real, all right? He's annoyingly attractive. So the like ladies that always like work behind the bar, or like the female customers at shows, like I am not above pimping my husband out to get booked.
Mike,
All right.
I need to pimp you out.
I'm out there.
Let's
I'm slinging stuff out there.
let's see what moves you got.
Magic Mike.
Not right
let me
now,
get the
but
Bengay ready. Let me see what moves you got going.
Tiger Bomb.
I got a
Get me some
bad
bookings,
knee.
boy. Huh?
I can get
just
some
saying.
bookings. Oh, I can get some bookings. Got a couple Mexican
He can
spots.
book you
so-
all night long.
That you don't have to dance. You just
a couple taco spots that'll take you.
the
like
truck.
right now.
You want me to perform in front of a truck?
That's
Can I
actually a good idea.
No.
Food
No,
truck
stop.
comedy.
Stop. Look,
You got tacos and comedy. No?
first of all,
Nobody's
Britt, can
gonna
I
do
tell
that?
you?
That's cool. Your
I
husband agrees.
freaking no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no,
We get to eat and you say your
the
little
adults
jokes
are
and shit.
no, Britt.
What?
I get my
I got a
he
thumbs
does video, audio, all of that, right?
Right.
I get him gigs. I'm like,
Absolutely.
comedy show. Hey, Mike,
Correlative.
right? The gigs he gets me is like, yo, I got you a gig. I'm like, yeah, where? He's like, my friend's grandma's having an 80th birthday party. I'm like, oh my God.
That's
Can
your
you not?
demographic. That's your demographic.
80-year-olds old. You
Blind
always
deaf
tell-
people?
Oh, you funny, baby. Come here.
I
Let me
couldn't
give you
understand
$1.
half of it. No, and then I'm like, well, how much is it? He's like, nah, it's free. We're doing it as a favor. I'm like, you know what?
As a
I'm
favor.
done with you. I'm done with
Those are lifelong fans.
It's because
That's a dark joke. You got that?
was dark.
Dark.
that was good.
Dark.
It's because he believes in your skill. That's what it is. He's like, no one else could do this job. My baby can do this job.
There you go.
No one wants to do this job. Angela will do it.
Gotta do
She's
the dirty
kind of
work.
funny,
Oh
she can help clean afterwards. So
Comedy.
Gosh, I'm like
Today.
scraping off cake off the table. Jeez.
you did good.
You said
now.
wait, you said it was for free. There's cake.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. There's
Britt.
food, cake.
Whose side
Silver
are you?
line. No, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm on your side. I don't eat cake, but
But you could.
She's like, so
at
there
this
is
gig.
cake. There's cake. Oh
Never
man,
bringing you
you're gonna
anything
get
again.
those DMs now. Hey, I could book you for some cake, some public
hey,
cake.
look,
Britt, I heard you're in the market.
that's
for
fine
cake.
because I have an Urban Dictionary, and cake also means money. Technicality.
Let's go.
don't have that
Cake,
sound
cake,
effect.
cake.
Exactly.
Also ass. It means
Yeah.
ass. Okay.
I'll accept ass also as a payment.
Britt, what do you love about comedy?
What's not to love about comedy? I love
Exactly.
everything.
Tell me the ways.
I think it's because not everybody thinks the same things are funny, but everybody thinks something is funny, right?
That's so great.
Let's
Get that on a
It's
t-shirt.
bumper sticker now.
Not bad. Not bad.
So I think that comedy's like a great unifier, right? Like everybody can everybody can agree on that, even if they don't agree on that, you know, and that's fun. There's not a lot of other things that are like that, right? Like, and anybody can be a comedian. You know, you can broach like really kind of like taboo or sensitive subjects with comedy.
Very true.
And give
Very
people
true.
a way to have a different perspective on it from like a non-defensive way. It's like a sneaky TED talk. Like they don't even know it's happening, you know?
gosh,
And that's
yes.
like, what else can you do that with, you know? And anybody can be a comedian. Old, young, boy, girl, doesn't matter. You know, you have the same chance as anybody else. And there's not a lot of other opportunities in like entertainment that are like that. So I think that's really cool, you know?
Nice.
That is such a great answer. Oh,
now I wanna be a comic.
Hold on a sec. You got something on your shoulder. Let me get that off for you. Let me get it off for you right there.
Don't touch the guest.
Hey, come on.
That was my like
My
pageant
guess.
world peace answer, but yeah.
I did feel her flinch. I'm not going to lie.
Don't touch me, bitch.
Ooh, drama. Okay.
No. Oh, no. Dark. Have you looked into dark? No. I was kidding.
We'll get there.
What did you want to be when you were younger?
I always wanted to be a writer. Like always, yeah.
What kind of writer? Like a novel?
All of the above, but yeah, I mean, I was like a prolific writer. I have notebooks and stuff of just like writing. I wrote about everything. I had these like grand visions of me on like book tours and exotic locations, you know. I wanted to touch people.
Wait
not
a
like
second,
that.
what?
Not like that. I wanted to touch their lives consensually.
Touch their hearts. Touch their minds.
Their souls?
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I really liked writing. And so like, yeah, I've been writing a memoir for like 10 years, but I'll get there one day.
Fantastic.
Every time I get really hard on myself for not finishing it, I'm like, yeah, but this year was going to be the best chapter yet. So if I had finished it already, that'd suck. Other than that, I wanted to be a dialysis nurse. It's actually what I went to college for originally.
Really?
I went to nursing
That's very
school.
specific.
Well, I wanted to help people. And everybody said it was really depressing. They're like, why would you want to do
why?
oncology, dialysis, like depressing? And I'm like, that's the point. People are in their lowest, most depressed places in their life. Like they need a happy, caring person at that time, you know, and I thought I was well cut out for it.
That's very sweet.
I know, right? And my husband always laughs because he's like, oh God, those people would have not been happy. But
You would have been cracking jokes, Father.
and they're just like, I am sick, okay?
they're like, I ordered a silent dialysis.
Yes.
Quiet dialysis.
Like Uber, I want a silent dialysis. But I got all the way through nursing school, and then when I got to clinicals, it was like it hit me like, holy crap! I'm a single mom with 2 jobs and 2 small children, and no real help. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this, you know, at the time. So I switched my major, and I got a marketing degree, ironically, because I thought it would be a more marketable skill.
Oh, bada bing.
Yeah, I'm boring, but thank you.
Sorry. Thank you for the late effect.
You're
Michael.
welcome.
My sound guy's fucking up.
Killing it.
But yeah, you got a marketing degree, and that's what you graduated.
That's what I went to
with.
college for, yeah, but definitely not what my passion is.
Yeah. Do you have any marketing advice for me?
Oh, I have all the marketing
Please.
advice. All of it. That's part of like when I started doing comedy and I was doing like decently pretty quickly. Everybody was all like, "What's happening here?" Blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, it's not because I'm good. No, it's because I know that SEO utilization, baby." Like,
Oh, well, hold on a sec.
Write that down.
I gotta write.
Angela,
Hold on.
write that down.
SC.
I mean,
C.
the secret to being
SC
successful.
as in cat.
We'll talk later.
The secret to being successful in marketing
We
is
have cake in the back, so maybe we can get some information.
Yeah. What are you? 2 slices per hour? Oh, what's your
lot.
rate?
That's a lot of eggs.
A lot of cake.
It's just to be annoying and unique. That's it. Like,
I don't think it's annoying. I think it's
Angela's annoying.
persistent.
She should be-
persistent.
Persistent.
And people want your face to be familiar, you to be familiar.
it's just,
How are you telling her she's the one that knows what's going on?
I'm sorry. You want to fight on live right now?
I could
that
take
might
you.
bring a lot of viewers.
Right. Oh, marketing. Hey.
Hey.
Mitch.
Did you see the
Buzzword.
video where Angela fights Mike? Great show.
And Brittany just like does this in the background.
It's a hit.
Go. And she's like, Reed, I got $5 on Angela. That bitch got a
Your
swing.
algorithm is going wild. Keep going.
Oh my gosh. What what is going on?
I think that's the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
We gotta finish the interview first.
I thought it was like, let's get ready to rumble. Ding, ding. You know that guy gets $1 million every time he says that? $1 million. That's his rate. Because that is so famous. What is going on with the
don't know.
sound. You hear the shit, Britt?
That's a new sound effect. I don't know about that one.
Britt, what is the next step you want to take with your comedy?
All the steps.
I want to
Step
go
master
top,
in here.
baby.
All that.
I just want to keep.
Penthouse,
I just want to
baby.
keep working. I keep learning, networking, working because you got to do to get better. I want to do that. I would say like the only like, step I want to reach is like I just want to be able to keep like traveling and like I want to make money doing it so that I can do it. I want to support my Amazon addiction.
Yo, if I ever cash out my save for later cart, I'm like, what am I thinking?
Emotional damage.
That's what it is. It would be like I would make it if I could just buy everything my save for
Right.
later, my Amazon
What's your
cart.
idea of success? Just hitting buy all. That's, when that happens, I'm there, baby.
I
Why
made
is
it,
that
mama.
button
Those rags, the 12 pack for $9.99, bought.
I think I got a cheat code for therapists, like instead of asking like tell me about your past, just look at their Amazon wish list. Just look at what's in their not even their wish list, just what's in their save for later cart. The stuff that they were like, "Oh, I can't get that." That'll
But
tell
I
you
will
who they
'cause
really are.
It's hopeful. Wish list is like that's in the like
Yeah, like I might meet
save
a
for
rich
later.
man somewhere and he'll
that's just
buy
a
it.
matter of time. Yeah. Oh
This
my
conversation got
gosh.
expensive.
Yeah, super. I feel poor, like more. Yeah, what's the next step you want to take with your
Yes,
comedy?
that's sorry. Long story short, I just I want to keep going on the path that I'm already going on to the point where like I can just quit. I have so many jobs. I just I want to do comedy, make enough with comedy, and be able to do that. That's the step I want to get to. At
So you
least
want to be
short term.
full-time comedy.
Full-time comic, full-time
Do
comic.
you want to be like local? Or you want to travel the world?
Oh, she's been around everywhere.
I've been around a lot of places, actually. Yeah, I mean, So I guess I can't even say that I'm local, but I have like a love-hate relationship with that because I'm terrified of being famous.
Aren't we all though?
Like I would be fine with it, except for the fact that I feel like again I have imposter syndrome and stuff, and I just feel like the thought of people wanting to know what I'm doing all the time and me just being like, "You're gonna be disappointed. It's not that good," So
Made a sandwich today.
cool. I put chips on it.
1 million likes. Look at that sandwich.
So
Sandwich.
but with comedy, it's like I don't care if I'm big or if I'm small, as long as I'm doing well enough that that's what I can do. That's all I really want.
Right, like as an occupation. I
Yeah,
got
like I don't
you.
really care if I'm famous or not, or if I'm even huge or not. But if I'm making enough money to keep doing it, then that's good enough for me.
What did Conor McGregor said? He was like, "Everybody wants money and fame. Fuck the fame. I want the money."
I want to be able to check out at the grocery store without checking my bank account before I do it, and tell jokes.
Like a Costco trip,
Yeah.
It's a little crazy at
Costco.
I want
No,
to ball out in the club, Sam's Club.
I was like, wait a second. We're digressing
I'm gonna get
here.
that 2-ply toilet paper.
You know what? Make it 3-ply. Shoot, I'm a working comic.
Go ahead and take yourself a ply for yourself, all right? Give me a 4-ply, give him a ply.
Hey, during
Keep
COVID,
your
that
roll.
was real. You could during COVID, you could just toss somebody 2 or 3 squares and be like, "Keep the change, baby."
Got you. Got you.
Oh my gosh. So you have performed all over. We performed together in Alabama. Where else have you been?
Let's see, Alabama, Tennessee,
Minnesota.
Wisconsin, Florida.
Nice. What was your
forgetting somewhere.
favorite place to perform?
That's hard.
Because they were all great.
They were all great for different
You
reasons.
bring this energy. I could see that. Like all your
Sure.
shows would be like super fun.
That neurotic energy, chaos. I think. Oh man,
This one's got personality. I like her.
I like her. She's got some fight in her. Sorry, that was my mobile.
Fat.
Okay, let me think.
There's
I'm
no
sorry.
tea in that, right? It's fat.
What?
There's no tea in
that
it.
fight.
Five.
She got some fat in there.
PHAT. My favorite show. Oh dang! Minnesota. Our last night so far.
Minnesota.
It was huge. How
My
many
favorite
people
show.
were there? I forgot. It's
Well,
like,
we did 3 days, 3 shows, and it like progressively got more, and they were all like sold out. It was like 75 people, 150 people, and the last one was like almost 300.
Yeah, it was
They just kept selling tickets, and it was a huge, beautiful winery. Like it was
Yes.
gorgeous. Real ritzy people. I was like, oh boy.
These people got money.
Yeah, like they like me. but everybody was it was one of those like perfect storm shows where like everybody was in a great mood. They were all there to see comedy. The setup was good. The production value was good. They promoted it. The other comics were great. Like JoJo headlined, and then Natasha. JoJo White, woo woo, he headlined, and Natasha Samraini was also featured, and she's great. She's hilarious. There were like several bachelorette parties in the crowd.
Oh Lord!
So the crowd work was A1. It was just a really fun show. Yeah.
Because like either they're asking for it or
no, they were very supportive. Yeah, they were good. They were really fun. When I said I had 3 teenage daughters, the bride like spit her wine out audibly.
I'm telling you, can you go closer to the camera? Does she
Well,
look
hang on,
like
wait.
she have a teenage daughter? Like, oh, stop it. Those are.
The hair. But that doesn't count. I've had the hair for my whole life, so it's a baby face. It's very
Are
misleading.
you sure you're not part Asian or black?
Right? That's what's bullshit about it. Is I'm like, man, if I was like black or Asian or like something that like people are like, oh, of course you look young, you know, but they're just like, you're just white.
Just what?
I'm Irish, and I don't know if you've ever left a potato in your pantry for a really long time, but it takes a while for it to sprout. So
What just happened?
know what's
I
going
don't really cook.
Are we doing a cooking show?
I don't really. Hold on a second. What do you do with this potato?
Well, Irish is even more white, right? It's like
Irish-
the core of white.
the core of like, we were like the
You
first
sound
white.
real smart, like Mike. You're making us
why-
look real good.
That's where white came from. I thought. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh my
I'm
God.
very-
I'm part Irish.
I'm like translucent. Yeah. I glow in the dark. I don't tan. I just burn peel pale. That's how I do it.
That's hilarious. Wait, you got any redheads in your family?
I do. Yeah, I do. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I went to the dermatologist and he told me I had ginger skin.
That's a thing?
That's a thing, apparently.
You're like, Doc, what is it? And he's like,
Is there a cure? No,
you
I
got ginger skin. What?
But what he means is that I'm very fair skinned. I have freckle. I'm very pale complected. I have like a pink undertone to my skin. Like I should have red hair, but I don't. And I'm like, oh, God, just couldn't see fit to make me unique. Or nope, had to just be like, let's make her real white, real brunette, short. Yeah,
And the skin of a ginger.
the skin of a ginger. Yeah. But,
Do you want to act, write, or produce TV movies?
open to the idea. Like I said before, I'm a little scared of being famous. So,
Where you looking at?
the acting thing is like, how pretentious does that sound? Like, if I act, I'll be famous. I just meant if it went well, I would be a little scared. But no, I would like to do it. I'd like to act. I'd like to obviously write anything anybody will let me. And I'm going to produce. Actually, I'm working. Part of why I don't have a ton of shows in June is because I'm putting together as like a show, and that'll kind of be my first producer credit on that one. So.
But you
Nice.
do have a show coming up. It's your first hosting gig in August. Tell us more about that. It's in Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee. I'm excited. It's at the Comedy Catch in Tennessee, which is at the Chattanooga Choo Choo. And I was like tickled pink because I did a show out there, and the lady that runs it was like, "Would you be interested in hosting? You know, you can do like a feature before one of the headliners, and then you host." And I was like, "I would love to do that. That sounds fun."
And you have the personality for it. Like, you have the real.
That's what she
you know.
said, and I took it as a compliment. I hope that was correct.
Probably correct.
Do you have any? And that's in August. People could get
That's in
the
August.
information from your social media, which is
Yes.
Bam Comedy with 2 M's.
Bam.
Bam.
So much bam, you added another M.
That's right.
Do you have any other talents?
Oh boy, so many talents. I do. I'm like a really great party planner. Is that a talent? Like a
Yes,
legit, you got an event or a party you want to throw. I got you. Like something about like the perfect, like the Venn diagram of my
Organization.
OCD and immaturity just makes a great party. I'm a great party planner.
That's a good one.
Thank you. And then also, let me think. Oh, it was really funny because I watched your episode on Haley, and she was talking about how she was a figure skater.
Yes.
And I was so tickled because I figure skated competitively for 12 years. And I'm like, you never meet other people that did that. Like I was homeschooled and all of that. And I was like, how is this possible? Comedy and anyway, I digress.
Fantastic.
Talent currently that I speak sign language. I speak ASL. Yeah. I took classes on it. I'm not like great. I just have like conversational I got like my basic interpreter certificate from UGA. I got to go back for like my advanced one or whatever. But
I know street sign language. Like
that's just gang symbols.
yeah, it's a little Italian, you know. those signs I know. Wait, how do you say "go fuck yourself" in sign language?
Oh, well, there's a couple different ways to do it.
Is it
That's
this?
kind of like F off, you know, like go F yourself. You call somebody
like that.
you call them like a stupid bitch.
Oh wait, what?
It's like stupid, like dumb, ignorant, kind of like this, and then this is bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm learning the good stuff.
I don't know how to talk
How do you
yeah.
say bathroom?
T, toilet, and just shake it.
T. Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not that exciting, but people are always really suspicious. They're like, "Why do you know that?"
Do you know how to read lips? Do you read lips?
A little bit. I can read a little bit.
me
That's why
too.
COVID was rough. I actually like am kind of losing my hearing, and I was trying to be proactive about it. Like I always wanted to learn, and then I'm like, well, when I go deaf, I'll be ready. But nobody else speaks sign language, so I'm just going to talk to myself like I already do.
Yeah, I did read about that it was
kinda
really
like
hard
a
for the deaf
Facebook
community
group or
because
something?
the masks and they couldn't read
It was
lips.
it was rough. They actually designed like the clear view mask for that. It does help. But even when you're lip reading, you really only even a really good view of a lip reading, you can really only kind of grasp maybe 40% of what people are actually saying. So lip reading alone is not a great
Fantastic.
plan.
Figure skater, sign language.
I know. I was like, oh, I was just tickled by that.
Party planning. Fuck yeah. I
My
could
birthday
totally
is in
see.
January.
All right. Nope.
Plan a
We don't
party.
have the budget for a planner.
Well,
I'll
Well,
get.
she can be budget friendly, maybe.
we'll trade services.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That sounds like a synergy. I'm
Well, I will
marketing
say
buzzwords.
headshot.
there will be cake at my
Sure,
birthday.
yeah, you can.
Ah, there we go.
Angela's cake.
that's a
I feel like
callback.
this interview is not helping you raise your rate. It's like
sorry, I went off the
heard you
rails.
work for cake, Britt.
Well,
Word
no.
around town.
Good cake, like Mexican cake, you know. With fruit on it, and tacos on the side.
But it's a funny overlap now because I feel like people always send me the videos of the interpreters doing like the rap videos and stuff, and they're all tickled by that. And I'm like, dude, that could work for comedy. So I can just see like doing it. I actually saw a clip where Josh Wolf had an interpreter.
Yes,
and I was
yes.
like, oh my god, it's so funny. So I've been trying to figure out a way to work in my own act, you know, doing it.
That would be
see.
awesome.
It's in the works.
Mike, show them your favorite sign language.
Oh, it's this one.
What is that?
Wait, you gotta put the. It's bullshit. I don't even know if that's right. I saw it on a comedy special.
Fun fact about sign language is that it's called interpretation for a reason. So like the translation's not always 100% direct. It's whatever that interpreter is interpreting as being said. Yeah. So that's why when the Cardi B video blew up of her being like, I want to gag, I want to choke. Everybody's like, is that how you say that? And I'm like, that's how she says that.
There you go.
You could.
You could say it that way.
I wanna. You. Like it's like, oh shit. What the fuck is going on?
That's for later.
Oh man, we are coming to the end with the last question.
Killing it.
Last question.
Last question.
What are your dreams and goals?
Oh, that sounds so inspiring. I mean, I guess we kind of already talked about like just to keep comedy goals. Keep going, you know, keep doing well. Like comedy goal to be able to tell jokes and pay the bills. Maybe finish remodeling my house anytime this century. That'd be fantastic. That's rough. Thank
Lot
you.
of work, I'm
Sorry.
sure.
That's what I was looking for.
Are you like
I just wanted you to
rebuilding
touch
the
my
wall?
Hi-yo.
I'm sorry.
I want-
What?
Are you saying like I want this wall gone?
Yeah, are you knocking out walls? Wait.
Yeah, but
By the way, she lives on 5 acres with like chickens and
I have chickens and
animals
ducks,
stuff.
and yeah, I'm a crazy farm lady. Absolutely, my chickens.
We're gonna have to. I was like,
Do
so
you sell like fresh eggs?
Oh, I try to, but here's the thing: people in Atlanta will pay $7 for like $7 a dozen for like farm fresh organic eggs. I live in Winder. Everyone has chickens. Like I could not
out
give
there.
these eggs away unless I drive 40 miles away from my house, and with gas
should've brought
prices, it's
some
not worth it.
right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So your dreams and goals is to do comedy.
to do comedy, remodel my house, and maybe finish my book this year, next year. I'll finish it,
Well,
yeah.
what were your favorite like authors growing up? Now I'm curious if you've written your whole life. Yeah.
That would be an impossible task. I
if you say Goosebumps, we're shutting everything down.
mean, I did like this
It's a
one.
good book.
I did. I liked it
It's
too.
a good book, right?
Everybody read it. It was like crazy. R.L. Stein.
I liked Hemingway because he was kind of an asshole. didn't think he was that great of a writer, but he was a jerk.
Too soon.
Too soon. I'm sorry. I like C.S. Lewis a lot. Fitzgerald. I hated The Great Gatsby in high school. Hated the book. And then when I was older and I reread it, and I loved it. I don't know.
Yeah, I love The Great Gatsby too, like how Leonardo DiCaprio was it.
Well, yeah. But I also really liked Shakespeare, but that was because I was one of the only like people in my school that like could understand it. So I felt really smart. People would like come up to me and be like, "What does this mean?"
I beseech you.
Like I spoke another language to them, and I'm like, no big deal.
I like Thrice.
Thrice.
I remember that.
Thrice times I came to thee.
Whoa.
my-
Whoa.
my
We just
son with you, sir.
elevated this podcast. My shoulders just went up. Hold on a second.
Podcast just got fancy.
Shakespearean sign language.
Going up. We're about to win a Nobel Peace Prize with this podcast. No. Britt.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for being on the
you.
show. And tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes. Oh, so June is like quieter month for me actually because, like I said, I'm.
She's
working.
been around.
I've been around. Girl's tired. I'm trying to produce some shows. Got some stuff going on, but I'm going to be at the Comedy Zone in Greenville next week. I'm going to try to hit Uptown Comedy Corner too. I have a feature at Will Henry's on the 28th of June. Sorry. And then I'm going to be at. Well, I wrote it down. Hits Tap Room in Brazelton in July.
Nice.
One of John Chappell's shows. I'm excited about that. And then I'll be doing the hosting gig in August. And I've got 2 or 3 festivals that I'm like on the. I made it to the next level, but I don't know for sure yet. So I'm waiting to hear back from like the Albuquerque Fun Fiesta. God, I want to do that one just so I can say funny fiesta. And then Laugh After Dark in October, hopefully. So
Fantastic. And social
Nice.
media, what are you on?
Bam. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. It's Bam Comedy for both.
With 2 M's. BAMM comedy.
Bam.
Double it.
Bam comedy.
Double M.
Cut it in half and double it.
Yes. Thank you so much for being on the
you.
show. This
I'm
was
so
so much
excited.
fun, you
This was
guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye. I was Angela Kimmel, Britt Ammons, your engineer extraordinaire, Mike Lopez. Mike.
Mike Lowe Productions. Go follow my shit.
Follow me first. Follow Bam Comedy, 2 M's.
Follow
Bye,
Bam
guys.
so I can afford cake.
Love kimchi. I love kimchi.